Hello, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Alyssa and today I have an update on my Four Seasons winter project pan. So if you want to know how it's been going, then please keep watching. If you're new, then you might not know, I started a project last year called the Four Seasons Project Pan. And so basically every season I pick different products from my collection, eyeshadows, blushes, nail polishes, lip products, whatever I want to bring in. Then I use a random number generator to figure out how many uses each item will get within that 3-month period. So far, I've only had the one season for fall that was finished, and then I started winter. And both seasons I have actually finished early with my uses. I wasn't sure how it would go this time just because I was traveling for part of it, but I did take some of the products with me, and I also just was really motivated because I'm trying to pick things that make me think of that season and get me excited for it, and it really has been helping. Like, I'm not normally a big winter fan, but I loved my winter eyeshadow palette, so it was no trouble at all to get those uses in. It was kind of funny though which shades were harder for me to use than others, but we'll get into that. So let's go ahead. The first thing that I brought in was this blush from Urban Decay. It is long discontinued. I said that it was kind of a red shade, but you know what? It really isn't, especially when I look at it in the videos and stuff. It really is just pink. I don't know. I guess it's something about the packaging that makes it come off a little bit red, but it's not. It is pink. But that's good for winter for me, I feel like, because it gives that very cool toned, just came in from being cold type of look. And so I was supposed to use this 34 times, and I did. I'm not going to do all the math right now as I'm speaking. I'm just going to tell the numbers, and then editing me will put in the actual math. But it started at 48 and 46 hundredths grams, and after the 34 uses, it is 48 and 23 hundredths grams. So, not a big change, but better than just letting it sit. Next was my Milani Cranberry Oil, lip oil here. I was supposed to use it 43 times. It started at 27 and 11 hundredths grams, and it ended at 25 and 78 hundredths grams. So I will say that when you're looking through it, if we can see, it really seems like there is not much left. So I don't know. It does feel like there's stuff on the sides too. So I've not finished one of these before. So I don't know, this will be kind of a good judge of how long does it take to go through one of these. Next was another Milani lip product, and it's this lipstick in the shade Naked. So I definitely used a lot of it because I was reapplying, and it really is just a perfect color for me. I'm wearing it right now. So I had to use this one 44 times. It went from 26 and 49 hundredths grams to 26 and 12 hundredths grams. So it didn't go down as much in weight, but I don't know. All I can say is it's definitely gone down in size, so that's fine. Again, just trying to use up my lip products before they go bad. Then I brought in this color fix from Danessa Myricks. It's in the shade Rock Candy. I do have some windowing happening here. So this I pulled in to use 10 times. I'm not sure if I said it's in the shade Rock Candy. It started at 14 grams, and it is now 13 and 87 hundredths grams. For my palette, like I said, oh, you know what? I have to put some back in. So here is my palette of singles. I rolled in to use them all 15 times each. You'll notice that there is one that's missing because that one got finished within those uses. And I got very close to finishing this, but this is just, I took some from another eyeshadow from a big pan and put it in here. So you know, if I do finish it, I'll probably just put more in because it's nice to be able to travel with that one. But yeah, I definitely got a lot of use with those 15. Like I was saying, the ones that were the hardest for me to get the uses on were actually these two right here and this one. I guess part of it is that a lot of these I can use multiple in a look, but with some of these types of shimmers, they sort of want to be the look, you know, like I want to just use it all over. And yeah, I guess they also still feel precious to me, like I'm not supposed to use them that often or that much. So I'm glad though that I had them in here to use them. And you know, I mean, as much as it's like, oh, I don't want to use you up because then what will I do? I mean, I could actually, I think, buy at least these two. But I mean, 15 uses, I still have plenty left. So not a big deal. This shade is just beautiful though. It looks kind of purple, but blue, like there's just something glowy about it when I use it. And I definitely like using it either like over most of the lid or also on the lower lash line. Again, like that glowy type of effect looks really nice. Basically, it's like it's purple, but then there's like this blue glowy effect that happens with it. So I am excited though to put these back where they belong because I'm actually using some of the shades in something else, and I just kind of put them back in here for now so that I could do this video because they were already done for their uses. But yes, these are like lots of favorite shades in here. For a single kind of eyeshadow product, I brought in this from Danessa Myricks. It's the Color Fix in the shade Rock Candy. It started at 14 grams and is now 13 and 8700 grams. You'll see that I have windowing. I wrote down that I still love this one, that is sparkly and fairly easy to use. I think I always think it's going to be hard to use, but it's actually not. So, you know, again, I should make sure I'm using it because it's a liquid product. It's not going to last as long as my powder eyeshadows. For nail polishes, I have this taupe shade that I rolled in for 13 uses. It was 65 and 9/10 grams and now to 64 and 8100 grams, so over a gram used. I really just like it, partly because it's in the breathable line, so I don't need a base coat under it. I can just put it on. It just goes on so smoothly and it does the self-leveling. It's great to put like other things on top. It's just a nice kind of neutral, basic shade that goes with a lot. So yeah, this has been great. But my top favorite to use, and then I have to kind of almost stop myself and make myself use other things, is this one. It's called Just the Coolest from KB Shimmer. I only had to use it 7 times, but I definitely used it more than that. It was 56 and 5500 grams. It is now 55 and 4900 grams. Then I have this purpley shade. It dries matte, but it does have like these blue shimmer flecks in there that if you use a glossy top coat, then you get to appreciate that. It started at 57 and 3900 grams. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It was 57 and 3/10 grams. After 13 uses, it is 54 and 4600 grams. I put that it is great for layering, but it's getting thick. And I actually just got some polish thinner and I used some in here and I think it did help. It doesn't feel as goopy because it definitely got a lot thicker over the 13 uses. And it was just like this dramatic, like, whoa, like all of a sudden, like the last or second to last use, you know, I was like, okay. And then I have a couple other polishes that are getting thick. So I went ahead and got some thinner and I think it worked and it hasn't made it runny. I was worried about making it too runny. So, you know, good for now. And that did add a little weight. I noticed when I weighed it before and after, but so the weight I just gave you is with the thinner in there since that's what it is right now. Then I have this red nail polish from Essie. Definitely getting some more windowing here. Hoping you can see it. It's not too shiny. But yeah, this one was also 13 uses. It started at 48 and 4600 grams and it is now 46 and 99 grams. So pretty good, but I will point out that I've had this nail polish for well over 10 years. So then we have this KB Shimmer nail polish. I also added some thinner to this, so that might have increased the weight. I didn't bother weighing it before to know, but it started at 53 and 41 grams. After 9 uses, it is now 51 and 92 grams. So I commented it's getting thicker, so I think again that the thinner helped. I like using this shade, but again, I think it was partially because of the thickness and it being goopy like that it makes me not want to use it. So hopefully this will make me enjoy it more, because I like the color, like I like the effect. It's not, like I said, like this polish is such a dream going on, and this one it's like, so I want it to be, you know, more like this one. And finally, I know it's another lip product, but I had added it as like a last minute ad because I'm like, it's winter time. I have to have a red lipstick. So this is another Milani lip product. So it's my red lipstick. So it's a very warm red. It's more than that, but I'm not gonna put it all the way up. I don't wanna have it break. But when I brought it in, it was 18 and 36 grams. And after 25 uses, it is 18 and 19 grams. So I guess if I compare that with the naked color, I guess it went down similarly. And knowing that the naked was more uses, you know, so what I liked using this one for was layering with it, because sometimes it's just too bright for me on my lips. So I would put it on and then maybe put like some sort of eyeshadow on top just to play around and get different colors, or with other lipsticks. But yeah, I was actually doing a lot with eyeshadows with this one. So that was really helpful. And it feels really nice. It's creamy. It's decent staying power for a lipstick, you know, like this. But yeah, so putting the eyeshadow on top didn't make, like, it wasn't like dry now becoming drier, because like the naked color one is definitely a drier formula than this one. But yeah, so I used all of my products. I still have time left before spring, so I'm not even thinking about spring yet and what colors I will pick and all that, but there will be a video coming for that on March 15th. So if you want to get into this project as well, you can watch my introduction video where I go over the, you know, rules, directions, guidelines, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, you could go ahead and start in spring with a spring pick of makeup products that you have. And it doesn't have to be singles. You can also just pick like an eyeshadow palette or multiple palettes, things like that. I just like making a palette, so that's why I've been doing my singles. But I hope this was interesting for you. Thank you for watching. Until my next video, maybe you'll subscribe, maybe you'll give this video a thumbs up. I hope that you will be doing well, and I will see you then. Bye.